Hi, I'm Tasha, the Truro Buzz. I'm sitting down with Michael Stephens. We're here in the beautiful Powwow, Arbor in Millbrook. Absolutely beautiful renovation here. We're sitting on the edge of the grass because they just laid sod and it's absolutely beautiful and we don't want to do anything. So Michael, can you tell me a little bit about yourself, like your background and how you got involved with this event?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm from this community, Millbrook First Nation, and I'm also currently an elected councillor here, as well as an entrepreneur on the reserve. I have my own business, but I grew up here. You know, I'm a proud member of this community, and I grew up. As I was growing up, I was, raised in ceremony, and I was raised going to these events, these kind of events, gatherings and powwows around. It's kind of small scale in terms of our gatherings, and then the more I learned in my own travels, I tried to help introduce those ideas to our community and try to help it grow in terms of celebrating Indigenous culture, and that's kind of where we're migrating towards now.
Can you explain what is the powwow and why it's so important to the First Nations community?
Well, a powwow, a lot of people tend to confuse a powwow with some kind of traditional Indigenous ceremony. And that's not really what it is. A powwow kind of originated with the Plains Nations, the Plains Indigenous Nations, and that was their wupila, their Thanksgiving ceremonies. It's very, very technical components to the styles of dance, the styles of singing.
Yes. And
it's a very beautiful thing to see in a contemporary context how, there's so many more singers and dancers now than there was. It's continuing to evolve. Several honored guests. We got our arena director. His name is Armando Lucio.
Yep.
He's married to
Chastity.
Yeah,
I
it's
know
Chastity.
them well. They're very nice people.
Chastity's husband. He's a beautiful man. He's freaking just so helpful, so knowledgeable and educated and experienced and background in
very,
contemporary
very
powwow culture. Yeah, he's a very humble dude. And he's from Texas, Apache Nation.
Yep.
And he's coming up to help us. He's going to be our arena director. We got Sagamar, Chief Leroy Denny from Eskasoni. He's going to be our master of ceremonies, helping with Michael R. Denny. Both of them, raised learning about powwow culture. They're both very engaged in it. Leroy was a grass dancer, and Michael R. is a singer, a drum keeper. They're both from Eskasoni First Nation, very strong with the language, so it's going to be good to have our master of ceremonies being able to speak, our head female, we got Willow Abrahamson. She's I don't have her nation. She's Shoshone Bannock, and there's another nation she's mixed with, but she's a champion jingle dress dancer. She's been dancing since she was a kid as well. She's from down in the States. And Levi, BlackWolf, our head male dancer. We're pumped for this guy. He's like one of the very few horse dancers. And only horse dancer I know, to be honest with you.
Really?
Everybody.
Everyone's welcome.
Everybody.
Open door.
Free admission. We want to share our culture. We want to share our way of life, this way of life with people. We want everybody to come. We want everybody to see this because it's truly unique and truly beautiful in so many ways. And a lot of the regalias, a lot of the songs are... so it's something you gotta see to believe, you know what I mean? You can hear it, you can see, you can watch a YouTube video, but when you're standing next to a drum or when you're sitting there watching a dancer move in this way that they've been practicing all their life, it's
very
amazing.
emotional.
It really is.
It is
powerful
emotional
stuff, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of them pray while they're dancing. But that's what I was taught, singing. When you sing with one voice, one heart, one mind. And the stronger you do that in unison, which is what these drummers are doing, and they're getting better and better at it, and it's so incredible to see.
Amazing.
It just, you can feel it right through your chest, right through your heart. And our drummers, we got the boys, TBZ, that's who's going to be our host drum here. And they're from St. Paul, they're based out of St. Paul, Minnesota, but they got drummers singing with them from all over. One of their guys is from Toronto, and they're bringing like a 13 singer squad up here.
Wow.
A lot of people are nervous to engage in this type of stuff because they're scared they might be out of place or whatever, but it's real simple.
But that's not the environment at all.
It's not the environment at all. Everybody's very welcoming and open to sharing our teachings. A lot of people want to come up and just start snapping pictures of people's regalias or snapping pictures of people's, their tradition. Yeah, whether very regalious, and I think what's important is to ask permission, or to ask the dancer to not just respect their space,
Sure.
respect their privacy. You know, don't just go up to them and snap pictures of them. Like, it'd be respectful for them to ask. And
So there will be some vendors here, and I'm assuming
food vendors, craft vendors. We got vendors coming from Ontario and Quebec. Yeah, there's gonna be crafts that people have been making, and this is a way of life for a lot of people.
for sure.
Whether it's bending, whether it's singing, whether it's dancing, it's an actual income for them. You know what I mean? They use this to supplement their income, whether from their other lives when they go back home during the week. Yep. We're gonna have pre-registration and a social on Friday night starting at 6 p.m. And as well as a hand drum competition. So you're gonna have individual singers as well as groups of singers going up and competing for with using hand drum songs with their hand drums.
Yep.
And we'll have some judges sitting out in front of them, gauging their talents and gauging their the technicalities of hand drum singing, and that's going to be competitive as well. It's for prize money, so we have a lot of good singers coming from really far. So, and these guys a lot of them really make their own songs. Most of them make their own songs, and some of them are really funny, really cute, really beautiful love songs. The hand drum songs designed to like emulate the sound of a heartbeat. So some people get right into it and they sing like real funny songs, make you laugh, or they're really beautiful love songs that they're singing to their sweetheart. Saturday, our grand entry, we're gonna have registration starting in the morning, and then but the grand entry and opening remarks and competitive dance, everything's gonna get rocking and rolling right around 1 p.m.
Okay.
So anybody who wants to be here and see something amazing, truly amazing,
That's the time to be here.
be here at 1 p.m.
Saturday, 1 p.m. If anyone wants any more information, there's a Facebook event. Is there a website?
There is, yeah. You go to Millbrook Powwow 2019, and you can get any information. We're releasing an official agenda as well later today, and it'll have more detailed kind of outline of the events and what time things are going to go on. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Grand entry Sunday at 1 p.m. as well.
I just honestly, wholeheartedly want to thank you for your time, for educating us, because that's really important. And special sponsors for this?
Oh, geez, we have so much help. Millbrook, our community Millbrook here is our primary sponsor. They've helped us tremendously in getting the grounds ready, our arbor, the parking lot, even just contributing to the overall budget, the expenses of the powwow itself. Millbrook's always been, this is their baby, so they want to show that we're not messing around this year, and we're going to powwow pretty hard. And I'm pretty excited that the community has jumped on board and is so supportive of this. We also have different various partners that we work with. Our community works with directly, from the lobster industry throughout some other sponsors in town as well. We're going to dedicate a banner to everybody who's helped us to make this possible, so we're pretty excited for
I
it.
appreciate the community doing this and coming together, and I appreciate that this is open to everyone to come.
Yes,
And
please come.
Please come. This is
You'll have fun. I guarantee you'll have fun.
100%.
I've been powwowing all my life, and I have fun. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And this is not. It's not like what it was. It's evolved so much to like what people are gonna see is just
All right.
come.
So be here next
Be here.
weekend.